Wow. And I mean, wow. An answer has been answered. One of the many questions since the return of Isabel, mother, from Gracefield. And that has been answered. And I'll talk more about that in this review of The Promised Neverland, chapter 165. So without further ado, how about we crack down to it and hit that intro so that we can discuss The Promised Neverland, chapter 165. Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. Hit the intro. Okay, so The Promised Neverland, chapter 165. Landed early today, and I just read it and I just reviewed it, and we have got some answers on how Isabel became grandma, or the grandmother. The higher rank from mother, and we have a little bit of a flashback back to when Emma, Ray, and majority of Gracefield kids escaped from near the escape arc all the way back then, and we see her admitting that she was the one that failed them and everything like that. And I think we found out the human that we noticed that the aristocrats and the royals pretty much were eating was the previous grandmother, because they decided that she's the one that failed because they couldn't control Isabel. She couldn't control Isabel, so Isabel couldn't control the kids in Gracefield. But they decided to keep Isabel with them and make her grandma. Peter decided to also offer her another way of freedom by removing her number and also removing her chip in her chest. And we remember all those. We know that the numbers on their necks are like a product number, and we know that they had some form of like receivers. We thought originally it was in the ears, but most likely it seems like they're actually in the chest. But it might be in the ears because they had to ruin their ears to get the transmitters out. But probably when Isabel was Emma's age and all that, they had them in the chest and they didn't realize that and freed them like that. And now she's because she was given this. I'm saying it now. I'm calling it now. That I think it's fake hope. I think it's fake hope, because so far the way Peter has shown us on how he does things, how he thinks of things, how he plans things through in a manipulative way, it's one that I think he's just using the freedom side of things for Isabel to actually be able to think. And I have a funny feeling it's going to be Emma and the three main, even Ray, her own actual biological son. If you remember correctly, Isabel was the one that carried and birthed Ray. So it's going to be the three main kids, the main heroes of the Promised Neverlands. That's going to either make her finally realize that freedom is with these kids, and what the kids are doing is what is for the future of the human race, and these to stop the demons to do whatever they were doing. And we will finally get to see where this is going to be leading, because this really is nearing the end and everything. But what we've seen in this chapter of how some of the kids from Gracefield ask Mama to help Nate's fingers, and how she just bends them back into place and saying, "Oh, they'll be all right now," and stuff like that. And he's still in hurt and pain, but she's telling them to take them and take a group of 10 and everything to be dispatched to people to be processed into meat to be eaten by the demons. It's just one of those fantastic ways of events that I never thought would have came to be in this story, and it really has shown in a lot of ways that it has come to be, and it's really has been a very fun chapter. And I love how the chapter ended with Ray, Emma, and Norman just popping out of a manhole cover, and with guns held in hand, and I think something's gonna go down. I think Peter Rothery already knows this, but I have a funny feeling at the same time during this whole charade of rescuing their family, Isabel might end up dying via a stray bullet or something like that, but at least then she'll realise what she was doing was not the right choice, and that her freedom and her being free should not be the case. That because she can be free, she should have really thought that maybe if I can't be free, maybe having these kids be free away from this hell that haunted me for all these times would be best. And that's what I really hope. I do hope Isabel actually has a decent ending, because we've seen flashbacks of her, and we've seen how she was raised. We've seen that she was pretty much the Emma of her generation, but she decided to go the path that Emma decided not to, because she thought it wasn't the right way to go about it, and there must have been another way, and this is where it's ended up. So Isabel is pretty much the course of the events of what Emma could have turned out to be if Emma went that route. And I've always seen that with Isabel. That's what I've always seen with Isabel, is that she was pretty much the Emma that we might have gotten, that might have went down that path. We might have seen her go that route, but she didn't. She went down to a different route. She went down the path that is now what is the main story. It's what's happening. It's the same with Peter Rothery, I think. With Norman most likely would have, in another time or in another instance, would probably turn out to be the next Peter, but he went down his Peter's brother's route, Minerva's route, and he became now the new Minerva. But that's how everything's came to be. And Ray's just in the middle. He's like part of both sides, pretty much, and it just shows. And we know that Ray is the son of Isabel, because obviously the flashbacks we had in those chapters way back then. But this chapter was very, very great. A lot of answered questions, mainly the big answer questions when we last saw Isabel of being announced as grandmother way back, I think in chapter 162, 163, or probably 160. Way back then, we finally get the answer of how she became the new grandmother of the farms and everything like that. And we also learned that Peter's plan is to actually eradicate the farms now that the royals are out of the way and everything, and they want Lambda to be the exact thing that takes place of all the farms, and it all becomes one farm. Like Graceville will be gone, and all the other houses will be gone, and it be them. But hopefully there is a plan in stake now in something like that, because the only question now that is left to be answered now mainly is, what is the new promise? We know there's a new promise made. We know Emma was able to make a new promise. We have seen the smiles of the face when she came back. We've seen that she had probably told the closest of the close people that she trusted about the new promise, and that it's now or never. But we as the readers, as this is the audience, we still do not know the new promise that is being made, and that is something that I've been wondering what's going to be happening here with that. But anyway, this has been my thoughts and review of the Promised Neverlands, and I've been your host Kai of Kaizo Taker Corner, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya. Don't forget to comment down in the comment sections down below on Facebook or YouTube, and tell me what you liked and didn't like about this chapter. Let me know down in the comment section. But other than that, bye bye for now. See ya. Hey guys, don't forget that I have got this video uploaded onto Facebook as well, and also you can follow me on Twitter as well. Links are down in the video description down below. Don't forget to click the like button on my Facebook fan page, and also make sure you are following every notification and post as soon as possible. So yeah, don't forget to check those out. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this review of the Promised Neverland chapter 165. I've really enjoyed this chapter, and definitely with a lot of those questions answered, and some more I think opened up as well, I think, after reading this chapter. But I'm still curious about what's going to be happening next week with this chapter as well. Also, don't forget you can check out the other videos that are appearing on the screen, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all my videos, so you don't miss a single upload of The Promised Neverlands. Other than that, I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Take Corner, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.